going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. Ooh, I've got a good one. This is a traffic case, and this guy is not happy. Yeah, I mean, maybe rightfully so. I don't know. But he's angry, kind of does a lot of yelling. I feel like that's today's kind of, words. Words are hard. We're just going to play the video. Before you hit that play button, before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
Citation 24 RO 07376. Mr. Akins, the ticket was issued on the 12th of September, about 9:20 in the evening. You received two tickets. One was the speeding ticket, 55 and a 35, and the other was the citation for driving without a cycle endorsement. As to the speeding, how do you wish to proceed?
Not guilty.
As to the driving without the cycle endorsement,
I have a permit, so I'm
I asked
guilty
you
of that.
where you, on the date you got the ticket, did you have an endorsement to drive a motorcycle?
No, sir. I have a permit. I don't have the endorsement.
Do you have a permit for driving a motorcycle?
Yes. But in the permit, I need a licensed cycle endorsement operator riding with me, and there was no one with me. It was someone following me.
Who was following you?
A friend of mine. We were going to downtown Royal Oak. He was in his truck. He was right behind the officer.
But he wasn't on a cycle.
Sir, no, sir.
Each raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, the officer will testify first as to the speeding, please.
So originally I was at Campbell and Gardenia running radar, and I got the reading that he was doing 56 and 35. And just to clarify, I'm certified in using the radar. It's tested before and after my shift, so I know it was operable, and there was it passed the physical tests. It took me a little over a mile to catch up to him. When I first originally saw him, there was no other car with him. He was by himself, listening to his music very loudly, going south on Campbell. And then that's when I conducted the traffic stop at 11 Mile and Campbell at the mobile gas station. And that's also when I asked him if he had a cycle endorsement. He told me that he had a permit.
What does the permit, what are the requirements of the permit?
You need to ride.
Oh,
You need
I'm
to
sorry.
ride a person that has a motorcycle endorsement already. That's 21.
Does that person need to be on a motorcycle?
I believe they're supposed to be riding with that person.
Okay. And that was your understanding too, Mr. Akins, wasn't
Sir, yes, sir.
it? As to the speeding, please, Mr. Akins.
Well, I know I wasn't speeding. First and foremost, I have someone following me that does not know where they're going. Secondly, I live on Campbell, and I'm always complaining about speeders. So I'm very mindful of my speed on Campbell.
You're mindful of your speed.
Yes.
You complain
Sir.
about speeders on Campbell.
Yes, sir. I've been hit 3 times on a motorcycle. So I'm very mindful of what I'm doing and where I'm going. And as for the loud music, yes, I do play my music loud because I've been hit 3 times. They said they couldn't hear me nor see me.
How fast were you going?
I was doing 35.
How do you know?
I have someone behind me that's following me that does not know where to go, and that is the speed limit on Campbell. I live at the corner of 13 and Campbell.
I understand your testimony. You know you were going 35 because there was somebody driving behind you.
Well, I'm mindful of my speed.
All right, this is when his temperature starts rising. He gets a little heated about the questions here. And then he makes a comment at the end, which I don't blame him. The comment makes sense.
Because nobody wants to hit a kid or anything on Campbell. Kids play on Campbell. It's an intersection where a lot of people want to fly up and down the street. And there are kids crossing the street, not only kids, but pedestrians crossing the street.
There's a school right at 12 in Campbell.
Yes, there is. Right next to the Speedway. Across from the Royal Oak yard.
Mr. Stokes, when you measured Mr. Aiken's speed, were you in mobile mode or stationary mode?
I was stationary. He was coming from 13 miles south on Campbell towards me.
And you were in a fully marked police car?
Yeah, I believe so.
Mr. Aiken's the officer is certified to operate radar. He was operating it. He put the unit through a series of tests before he started the shift. He's testified that when he put it through the series of tests after the shift, it was working still. The radar
Might
unit.
I ask a question?
When I'm done talking.
Yes, sir.
The radar unit cannot fix itself. If it breaks, it needs to be fixed. If it's operating at the beginning of the shift and it's operating right at the end of the shift, it's operating right during the duration of the shift. What is it that you wanted to answer?
Well, there were like 5 or 6 vehicles around me. So how am I speeding and I'm behind vehicles? That means they have to be speeding as well, correct?
Not necessarily.
No? Okay.
Not if you're
Yes,
passing
sir.
them.
I'm not passing them, no.
You've admitted responsibility as to the violation of the permit.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
Fine on that is $200. You testified that you weren't speeding, that you're concerned about people speeding in that area, that you live there. You've complained about speeders. And I don't doubt that at all. The bottom line is your rationale for knowing how fast you were going was you had another person following you. The
But I'm
officer
also paying attention to
operating
my speed.
twice you've interrupted me.
I apologize, Your Honor. I
The
apologize.
officer was in stationary mode in a fully marked police car, and you drove past a police car without seeing that he was there. Maybe that had something to do with your speed. Fine on this matter, I do believe you're responsible for the reasons I just stated. And the fine is $200. Secretary of State does not give 2 sets of points to the same person in the same day. So there's only 1 set of points here. And those points come from the Secretary of State, not the court. I'm not aware of your driving record, so you may or may not get the letter from the Secretary of State that will tell you how you can stop the points. We're going on to your record. These fines need to be paid. They can be paid online, by mail, or at the courthouse counter. Whatever is more convenient for you, sir. Thank you.
Might I ask a question now, Your Honor?
Go ahead.
Okay, so have you ever ruled in favor of somebody that wasn't speeding? Because I was not speeding. It's over with now. I know I have to pay the fine, but at the same time, I was not speeding. I was not.
Mr. Ricketts, I don't think you'd be here if you thought you were.
Well, at the end of the day, if I do something wrong, I fought for my country. I've been shot at for my country. I can be honest for myself.
I don't
But
doubt that for a second.
at the same time, if I feel like I'm being unjustly accused of something, I'm gonna stand up for myself.
I hope so.
And I know this is wrong.
Well,
And at the same time, when is the last time you ruled in favor of a person instead of an officer? Because officers lie. Police officers do lie.
and people who get tickets never do.
No, if you look at my record, if I got a ticket that I deserved, I took it. Like the driving
You're not the
without
judge, sir. You are not the trier of fact.
You're right.
Oh wow, he was making some good points there, and Judge just hung up on him. He was getting a little angry, so I understand, but don't hang up on him. He wasn't being rude. He was being a little loud because he's emotional about this, and I understand. I do not like the fact that the judge hung up on him, but he does come back. It's good. All right, I'm gonna let this play out. You can watch his reaction when he comes back. That's it. If you like the video, please hit the like button. I would certainly appreciate it. Until next time, bye.
We have OCJ. We have to let OCJ in to do arraignments.
That's
Who
fine.
is the OCJ attorney? You have. What is your name, ma'am?
Kiara Clark. The court is processed and recorded by the host. Do I press got it?
No, you're fine. You're fine. We're just
Okay.
waiting for the attorney to make, the attorney's here. The
Okay,
connection just
it was
has-
just some words on the screen where I can't see your
Right.
face.
Oh, you're not missing much. So,
Okay.
Ms. Saxon, there we go.
Good
Ms.
morning.
Saxon, have you already spoken with Ms. Clark, or do you need a breakout room?
I need a breakout room with her, but I did speak with the other two.
Okay. Ms. Clark, we're going to put you in what's called a breakout room. It's really a virtual conference room. And when you're there with Ms. Saxon, you'll be able to speak privately with the attorney. The court is not a party to the conversation. So you should
Okay.
see it on your screen. Join breakout room 1. And Ms. Saxon will be there too.
Thank you.
You're talking. Weekends came back. Mr. Akins,
I didn't know if you were done with me, Your Honor. The phone just went blank, so
Yeah,
I didn't know.
you're all set, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, he hung up in my face. God, Jesus, wow.
I heard the God in Jesus. I wasn't sure about the face.